Monkeys here, monkeys there, monkeys, monkeys everywhere. Monkeys see, monkeys do. Don't you let them monkey you.
It was a hot. It was a hot. It was a hot day. It was so hot, the trees were sweating. The woodchuck wouldn't chuck wood. The spider wouldn't sit down beside her. The sheep wouldn't go near the meadow. And the cow said, later for the corn. You get my point. It was a hot day. Not a creature could be seen anywhere except one. And that one was the buzzard. Buzzard was flying round and round and round, no doubt looking for himself something or someone to eat. Buzzard flew around few times he did before he spied a little rabbit poking his head up out of his hole in the ground. Quicker than a flash, Buzzard was down there pulling up beside that rabbit's hole. Rabbit was quicker still, though, and Rabbit ran back safe inside his little hole. Buzzard went on over by Rabbit's hole, called down to him, Yo-ho, Rabbit, wanna come out and play? No, Buzzard, no, don't wanna come out, too hot up there, Buzzard, hot down here, I ain't going nowhere, Besides it being hot and all, Rabbit's mama had told him a long time ago to beware of buzzards and all. Not that she was trying to encourage her child to be unkind to any of God's creatures, but she just knew how that buzzard was and how he was always trying to take advantage of little helpless creatures. Well, Rabbit, I can beat the heat and all, you see. I fly up high where the coconut grows, way up high where the cool breeze blows. Oh, Rabbit, you wanna go for a ride? Now, Rabbit was still kind of leery about this buzzard and all, and he didn't know about that, but before Rabbit could think much more on the matter, Buzzard flapped his wings one time, Buzzard flapped his wings two times, and then he whipped out a coconut float. Ooh, did it look good. Ice bubbling all over the top of it and everything. Rabbit's mouth started watering, and before he knew it, he was up out of that hole, taking a hold of that coconut float, climbing up on the Buzzard's back. Now Buzzard was ready. He had Rabbit on his back, and he begins to take off. Buzzard's looking for just the right cruising altitude with this little rabbit sitting on his back, sipping on his cool coconut float. Buzzard flies around and around and around. Then one of those sharp hunger pains hits Buzzard, grabs hold of him. Buzzard calls back to the rabbit, "Better hold on, Rabbit. Going in for a landing." Buzzard gets ready then, getting ready to go into one of those roller coaster dives he was, going straight down towards the ground, 100 miles or more an hour he was. But just before Buzzard reaches the ground, takes a sharp turn upwards he does, throws that little rabbit off his back. Rabbit doesn't survive the fall. Buzzard flies back around, has Rabbit for breakfast. Then Buzzard flies on off. Not a few hours later it was, long about lunchtime, Buzzard came flying around this same place. He'd been pretty lucky there before, so he's trying his chances out again. And sure, lo and behold, running out of a hole in a tree, there was a little old squirrel taking his chances and running out on the branch of a tree. Well, quicker than a flash, Buzzard was down there again. Swooped down there on that branch outside that hole in the tree, but Squirrel was quicker still, and the Buzzard hollered in there. The squirrel said, "Yo, Squirrel, wanna come out and play?" Squirrel answered, "Not interested." You see, the squirrel knew about the Buzzard's reputation as well, and he wasn't about to be tricked by a scheming, conniving, low-down, dirty Buzzard and all. But before Squirrel could say another word, Buzzard broke out into his song. Oh, I fly up high where the coconut grows, way up high where the cool breeze blows. Wanna go for a ride, Squirrel? Squirrel got to think on that. No, he knows better. His better judgment tells him no, he can't go with him. But then Buzzard does that trick about flipping out that coconut float again. And before you know it, that little squirrel throws caution to the wind. He comes on out, crawls out onto that branch up on that Buzzard's back, takes hold of that coconut float, sipping on it away. got his eyes closed, holding them real tight as Buzzard takes off again, this time with Squirrel on his back. Now, Buzzard didn't go unnoticed because there was somebody nearby that had their eye on Buzzard, had seen him earlier that day and now was watching. Because you see over there, monkey chilling out by banana tree. He just watching Buzzard trying to see what he can see. And what he sees is this. Buzzard flies around, one time. Buzzard flies around, 2 times. Then Buzzard gets a little lunchy, and he calls back to the squirrel, and he says to the squirrel, "Better hold on, squirrel, going in for landing." And once again, Buzzard goes into his roller coaster dive. He goes going straight down, 100 miles or more an hour, just before Buzzard hits the ground. Takes a sharp turn back up towards the sky, he does. Throws that helpless little squirrel off his back. The rest of the coconut float just splatters all across the little squirrel's face. Squirrel didn't survive the fall. Buzzard circled back around and had Squirrel for lunch. Now, later on in the evening, just before dusk and all, Buzzard comes flying around again. Buzzard figures he's had a pretty good day so far, and he ain't giving up on it yet. This time, no doubt, he's looking for dinner. But this time when Buzzard comes around, there in the broad daylight, in plain open view, there stands Monkey with a great big banana leaf tied to each arm. And Monkey just standing out there in the landing all by himself, flapping his arms up and down in the air with those banana leaves waving every which way. Well, Buzzard, the biggest grin you can imagine came across his face. The Buzzard thought he was luckier than he ever expected to be. Buzzard swooped down there beside that monkey, started grinning in Monkey's face and, "Hello, Monkey. What you doing out here, Monkey? Look like you're trying to fly or something." Monkey said, yeah, Buzzard, that's exactly what I was trying to do. I was hoping I might get a good wind, because you see, Buzzard, I was just out here wishing that I could fly up high where the coconut grows, way up high where the cool breeze blows. Well, another one of those great big old grins comes across the Buzzard's face, and Buzzard says to the monkey, "Well, you know, Monkey, well, I would be honored to take you for a ride up there in the sky. Well, Monkey, forget about them banana leaves and just come on and get on my back." The monkey throws down the banana leaves. Monkey straddles the Buzzard's back. And once again, Buzzard's getting ready to take off with another one of those animals on his back. Buzzard takes off, looking once again for that right cruising altitude. Buzzard's so excited at the prospect of having monkey meat for dinner that night, Buzzard don't fly around but one full rotation. Then he hollers back at the monkey and says, "Better hold on, monkey, going in for landing." But the monkey, just at that very moment, reached behind, he did, grabbed hold of his tail, lassoed it in the air, wrapped it around that Buzzard's neck, pulled it tight. Buzzard nearly popped his eyes out. And the monkey then said to Buzzard, Buzzard, no such thing here. There'll be no monkey dinner for you tonight. And you, Buzzard, you better straighten up and fly right." And you better believe the Buzzard did fly right from then on. And it will be a hot day in Juvember before Buzzard goes flying around passing out coconut floats again. And ever since that time, the only meat that the Buzzard will go in pursuit of to eat is already dead meat.